State Cyclones, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a catch. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Cyclones come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
The Cyclones are on the move. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. This place is alive, and they love to force this offense into another mistake. The offense lining up for a first down play. Thompson wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Quarterback will keep it. And he's knocked down.
Talking to their coaches, they said we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Horn. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. These little gains can start to... as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Still on his feet at the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
That's caught. It's Ivory. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
He'll pull it on the read. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Buys a little time with his feet. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
This quarterback part of their running game. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Thompson to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop on the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on 4th down. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line, not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
The Cyclones come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Handoff from the gun. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air, it's Hurley. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Colorado! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Thompson wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Bucks! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to fire. A strike downfield. Running free. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cyclones! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Kingsbury. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They're dealing with a second and long. Finds his man. It's Ivory. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll give it to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Wants to throw. It's Hurley. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been on display. This guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
On the ready.
Back to pass. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Buffaloes! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
28, Iowa State, 21.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Thompson to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the...
And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Past the 50, the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Iowa State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed at so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off-play action on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. Looking downfield very late in the half. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Shakes off the defender. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. One more snap coming before halftime. On fourth down, going to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cyclones will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Plummer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He might want another play. To throw, it's Hurley. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Inside. Touchdown, Colorado. They take the lead with the 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this guy showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Here we go. Trying to bully their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Houston endured a hostile crowd, and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Clutch City, and the Cougs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it rolls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect them is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Handoff to the single running back. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On the move. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And now we see on 4th down, people are so comfortable going for it, especially around midfield like this. Find a play you know you like, short yardage situation, one you practiced all week. Go out, execute it.
Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, nice job there by the defender. He stayed right in the back pocket of that receiver, so as soon as he caught the ball on the slant, he was able to bring him to the ground.
Thompson wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Hurley. Throwing right. Fires it incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will pitch it.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short.
22 water. 22 water. Football 7.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump?
Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Power football with the run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This is a designed run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The quarterback keeps it. Only able to to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week, you got to be ready to execute the red zone.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down to the 26. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Hawaii is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Honolulu deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to UNLV. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk. Keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and if I get a few 1st downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Lets it fly. He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Back to throw. It's Hurley. Takes a hit as he fires. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Going to the running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Dances away. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Sets up the screen. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on 4th down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Pressure coming. There he goes. The offense coughs it up. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Powers forward. Touchdown, Buffalo! Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback moving. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Colorado! The defense takes matters into its own hands. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, 4th quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Thompson to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.